Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and Happy New Year's! I know I haven't really said that often, but you know what? Happy New Year's. And today, I'm going to be telling you guys how I really don't know what to call this, but how I felt like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Not the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I really don't know what to call this story. I'll probably throw it in the title. But, today I'm going to be telling you guys this story from a few years ago. I really don't know what to call it. So it starts out, normal. I'm staying with my grandparents, as I did on Thursday nights, and I still do, because grandparents are important. So I was staying with them for a little while, and they were in a duplex, and their neighbor, they had a trampoline. And thing is about duplexes, they are really small, and it was just and so that way these kids who were freaking monkeys were able to acrobat their way up on top of the roof from like the water pressure pipes, like on the side of the house, and they were jumping off the roof and kind of doing flips, and it was the weirdest. Well, it wasn't the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but we'll get into that in another video. But so they're doing flips off of the roof onto this trampoline. And at the time, I was, like, terrified of heights. Like, I would probably rather be in a house fire than get up more than 10 feet off the ground. So, I was terrified of heights, and I really didn't want to do this. And they just kept, saying, come on, let's do this. And I didn't want to do it, so, I just be like, no, I'll just watch. And, so a few minutes goes by, about 10, 20 minutes goes by, and then all of a sudden I realized there are, like, people just showing up, just left and right. No one brought, there was nothing going on really, it was just people watching these kids and taking turns, just get up on the roof, flipping off the roof onto the trampoline. It was the weirdest thing I had ever seen. Well, not the weirdest, but it's really weird. Like, just imagine, okay? You're at this duplex, you're wanting to go inside, but you don't want to let your friends down, so you don't go inside, and then all of a sudden, people just start showing up left and right. I swear, there must have been about 30 to 35 people there, and just doing flips, and I was just, kind of there. I was tossing people, like, sodas and stuff like that, and it was, we were having a good time. I was, talking to some of my friends from school, because Rossville is a really small town. So everyone really just from the town just kind of came over. And, it was a pretty good time. And the kid who lived next to my grandparents, who I was friends with, his dad, who wasn't the nicest person in the world, like not even close to it, he comes out, "What are you doing?" I have never seen a group of people flee so fast. It was just gone. So everyone just kind of disappears. I'm like, guys, where am I going? He grabs his son, yanks him, like just pulls him into the house, just all of a sudden, you're coming with me, kind of thing. And he pulls him into the house, and when I saw that, I bolted into my grandparents' house. Well, half house, because duplex is, a house split in half. Yeah, you guys get it. But, I ran so fast that my shoe slipped off. I didn't even care. I made sure, and these guys argued for hours, I swear. It was the longest argument I've ever heard. And it was like Simon Cowell going at it with Gordon Ramsay in there. It was heated. You could hear through the walls. No matter where you went in the house. You couldn't hear what they were yelling about. You could just hear them screaming. So I went out later that night, and I got my shoe. And I made sure that I crept out there. I didn't use a flashlight or anything. I was just like, dun, dun, dun. I grabbed my shoe. I was terrified because their dad was a bit of a bigger guy, and he looked like he was ready to tear any person he wanted in half and just Boom. Done. He was terrifying. And I didn't really see this kid around that much after that, but I did see him around. They moved away like a month or two later, and 6-year-old moved in with his parents, and he was much nicer. I have another story to tell you about this kid, but that's for another video. But he was much nicer, but I never really saw that kid around much after that. All I remember is I went to school the next day, and I asked my friend who I made a couple friends there, but I asked my friend who lived actually in the house next to us. Turns out, this kid, like, didn't show up to school the next day. Like, he was, like, nowhere to be found for, like, 2 days. But people did see him, you know, like, out and about. It was weird, okay? Like, I don't know what the punishment was. I don't know if he was grounded, you know, what the deal was. But I talked to my friend, and apparently he was, like, I don't know what was wrong. I feel like it was, like, because the shingles, I'd heard someone going when people would jump off. Because the shingles, well, this house wasn't the best house in the world, so the shingles were very loose. They would fall off every now and then. And so you hear them going, yeah, kind of thing. Every time someone would jump, because, you know, they're leaping off with their feet, and that's, you know, pushing back on the shingles. So, I don't know if that was what he was mad about, but at best, I just really hope he's not watching this video, because I'm about to run if he is. So, yeah, this was the story of, I really don't know what to call it, the meanest father, or what? But, you know what, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed. See you guys next time. Happy New Year's, as usual. And I will be posting a contest video. If I haven't posted that already, I'll be posting that next. So I'll see you guys next time, and Soya.